Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙪. Manipur, what is happening? And why is it that one particular state gets so much attention when all around India similar incidents happen every day? And to look at what is happening in India, I have my guest Savio Rodrigues, a good friend of mine. You all know him. He's from BJP from Goa, Velim constituency, and he has a slightly different take on what is going on in the country. So let's give him a warm welcome. Savio, namaskar and welcome to PGurus channel.
Namaskar, Sri. Thank you for having me once again. And I truly appreciate our conversation. But I think today you'd hear a very different side of what I have to say. Okay. And you'll have to pardon me for being aggressive. You have to pardon me for being angry. And you have to pardon me for being absolutely hurt, with what is happening. Right?
Absolutely, Savio. Yeah, go ahead. I yield the floor to you. And before we get into the program, please like this video, viewers, because Savio has a slightly different look at the whole thing. And I would like you all to listen to it with rapt attention. And if you like this video, as soon as you start watching, it has the best chance of reaching the maximum audience. Savio, over to you.
As a father to two daughters, a husband to a wife, a son to a mother, and a brother to sisters all across India, not only my own. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed as an Indian today when I see that women are being made objects to violence by mobs that are either biased because of religion or politics or tribal supremacy, like we are seeing in Manipur. What we are seeing in Manipur is something that we're seeing in Bengal as well. It is something that has happened in Rajasthan. There are issues of violence in Delhi as well that has happened. And sexual violence against women are happening all across the country. Now, the situation in Manipur, which happened on May 4th, one of the reasons what led to it was the fact that there was a fake news that came out of a particular community, the Mighty community women, who was killed. And at the same time, the mob went to the Kuki tribe area and unleashed mayhem. In that mayhem, they killed one man that was along with these two women. And then they paraded the women naked and gang raped one of them, as reported by media. India, it hurts me because India is the land of Shakti. We worship our women. We adore our women. We don't parade them naked. We don't gang rape them. We clothe them. We nurture them. We protect them. India is the land in any civilizational existence at this point of time that still believes and supports and adores the sacred feminine, the belief in the sacred feminine. Abrahamic religions have completely taken away the divinity of a woman. But India still continues to hold on to giving women the equal rights as compared to a male deity or a male god. Such is the belief system, the cultural ethos of India and the spiritual ethos of India. Manipur, West Bengal, these are places that adore women. These are places, especially Manipur, was a predominantly matriarchal society where a woman was respected, a woman was a leader, a woman led that society. And today, a mob of 900 men, completely demented with whatever ideology they belong to, think it's their right to parade women naked. In much the same way, there are so many mighty women who have been raped in Manipur, as per information coming from the mighty groups in Manipur. The number I'm told is somewhere around 200. And there are more Kuki women that have also been sexually abused. You have seen violence in Bengal post-assembly elections, where a 62-year-old grandmother was gang raped in front of her 8-year-old grandson. You are seeing violence against women in other parts of the state as well. This mob, driven by ideologies, cowards who come in a mob and disrobe women, parade them naked, need to be caught, need to be lined up, and need to be shot. That is the only justice to them. The video that has gone viral, we have people questioning the timing of the video. We have people talking about, oh, this is a BJP rule state, let's see what's happening in another rule state. Does that even matter? It only matters to prove one person politically or otherwise wrong. But what about the entire image of India? What is the image India is going to carry to the rest of the world? What happened was a reality. The Biren Singh government did not act till the video became viral. And I belong to the BJP and I'm saying this, that we have failed. And every chief minister in every state in India is responsible when law and order in that state fails. And that's exactly what happened in Manipur. That's what happened in West Bengal, when women were getting raped because they did belong to the BJP. This culture of parading women naked is not an Indic culture. You have seen it. It's something that's very simple, something that you've seen in the Arab world, when they would actually come in, conquer, and parade women that they have conquered naked as slaves. You've seen it in the barbaric European civilizations. But in India, we've always worshipped a woman. She is Shakti. She's the Devi. She's Ma Saraswati. She's Ma Lakshmi. Have we forgotten that? In our politics, in our religious bias, in our caste bias. The world is laughing at us. People are arguing whether that video should have been made public. Where is the argument? It is public. Can we change that? Are there influences in Manipur that are outside the realm of control? International agencies working against India's interest? The answer is yes. Of course they are. Manipur was always a volatile state. The people of the hill, the people of the valley, their conflict has remained dormant, but it was never extinct. All somebody did now was to stir that same dormant volcano that has erupted, not from a conflict into a violence. A Meitei woman, a Kuki woman, were together with their child in an ambulance. And in that violence, in that mob, they were burnt alive. There are so many cases like that on both sides of the tribes. And we talk politics, we continue to talk, oh, this is about Christians, this is about Hindus. No, it's not. India is above that. Humanity is above that. Have we lost our humanity? Yesterday, I was on a television channel on a debate, and you had these bunch of political spokespersons defending the indefensible. How do you defend a video that's live of men molesting a woman? A mob of men. Have we lost our sensibilities? Have we lost our humanity? Yes, there are problems. There are problems of religion. There are problems of Christians, Hindus, and Muslims. But these problems are exaggerated by certain sections of the media. At a ground level, every Christian, every Hindu, every Muslim, every Jain, every Sikh, every Parsi wants to live in harmony with one another. The video has completely disturbed everybody's mind. And it's further divided a polarized society like India. Because we can't get to stand up together and think as Indians and think as humans. This could have easily been something that could have happened in Goa, could have happened in Delhi, could have happened in Mumbai, could have happened anywhere. This you can't control a mob. We have seen this when religious conflicts have erupted in other parts of India. And the first target are always women. Because they think women are weak. They think women won't fight back. Are we not ashamed as men? Men of this country. Only 4 people have been arrested in the Manipur issue. On the other cases, nobody are talking about. There are other rape cases. It's a failure for us as Indians. It's a failure of us as a government. Which is why I put out a tweet and appeal to Prime Minister Modi, please send a fact-finding mission to find out really what has been the atrocities that have happened to women in Manipur. Because reportedly there are many. We only seen one video, there would be many cases. Because such kind of mentality, such kind of mob, its intent is to destroy. Its intent is to have mayhem. People are focused on the churches, the structures. Yes, you should. They should not have been broken. The temple should not have been broken. But what about the body? The body of the men and women who are violated. We believe in our belief, whether it's Sanatana Dharma, whether it's Christianity, the body is the temple of God. We are concerned about the structural parts of what has happened, but not concerned about the human aspect where God resides. And all we are doing is shifting one blame to another. Why the politics around it? Biren Singh is accountable. Yes, there are multiple problems. There is a security concern in Manipur. This conflict is deeper than you can see. A lot of it has got to do with the drug cartels, the control of poppy in Manipur. A lot of it has got to do with the beliefs of the Kukis and the Nagas that the mighty people who are the people of the valley benefited more because there are many more people in the current government. But does that change the reality of what Manipur is? So answer the problem. So Biren Singh went after the drug cartels. He went and he was burning out all the drugs. He was creating a system to eradicate it. There is no doubt that there is foreign interference in trying to create instability in Manipur. There is no doubt. But when an incident like this comes out, people are not worried about the reality of the situation. They are only going by the optics that are available to you. So in a highly sensitive area like Manipur, we as the government should have been alert. We should have been doubly alert, triply alert over the probabilities of what could happen over there.
Savio, one small observation at this point of time. See, 3 months ago, a couple of people, at that time, internet had already been turned off in Manipur. They actually flew down to Kolkata and they got in touch with me from there. And the first thing they said is, sir, we can't trust our own army. The Assam Rifles is actually taking the Kuki's side. This is exactly the words they said, Savio. And it took, 2 months before the government realized it and they replaced Assam Rifles with BSF, and that too not everywhere, only in some places. And now they are finding out that there are lots of Kukis in the Assam Rifles, and they don't think that their first duty is to their job, not to their tribe. The tribe doesn't pay them any salaries. This fuzziness, fuddling your mind that I'm a cookie first and then I'm something else, something else. It's the same problem with other people also, unfortunately. This also is a big concern, Savio. I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
No, I agree with you. The problem is, if you take the incident that happened, which became viral and the video went viral, it was the police that handed them, that was there around the mob. They didn't do anything, according to one of the statements that came out in a newspaper. That the ladies were there, the police had been there, but they did not stop the mob. You see, in the conflict that is happening in Manipur, we as a nation have been endeavoring for the last several years to create an image of progress, to create an image of economic and social welfare, where our women, where our youth, where our men are leading basic, decent, harmonious life. The intent of the foreign powers that want to attack India is to actually scar or to cut on the scars of conflict that exists in India. And that is precisely what happened in Manipur. We should have foreseen it. We should have been prepared, because the trigger for it was the ST demand for the mighty group. That was the reason and the flank that they utilized to trigger the dormant conflict that existed. Not that it's not right, in the sense that the mighty must have the ST. There's nothing wrong in that. It was a Supreme Court observation as well. But the state government delayed it. The point is today, the thing that hurts me the most, and I say that because, it's not about the politics, what's happening in the country. There will always be something that we can find to justify everything that's going wrong in the country, whether we are for the government or whether we are against the government. But the fact of the matter is that such a heinous crimes are happening against women. Are we even willing to say, listen, this could have been my sister. This could have been somebody known to me. Am I willing to fight it? Today, Manipur, Shri, what we are getting from all the information, the messages, a lot of people are writing to me from international as well. What is going on in Manipur? What is BJP doing? Look at how they are attacking the Christian. It's not about Christians. It's not about Hindus. It's about Indians. It's about the Bharatvasi. It's about the Hindustanis. We're all one. We're not about the religion. We're above this. And if we don't wake up, they're going to break Northeast in the same way. See, they had a conflict in Kashmir. The abrogation of Article 370 helped bring some stability in Kashmir. They need to have instabilities in areas and borders, especially border areas, that are prone to violence, ethnic violence or tribal violence, as this issue is, to create uneasiness. And that spreads. That will spread to other parts of the Northeast. We need to be aware of that. It is a plan that we've allowed and fallen right into by not acting. And today, when all this happens, all you have are people trying to say that no, in the BJP ruled state, it is different. In the Congress ruled state, it is different. In the TMC ruled state, it is. Are we lost our mind? No, are we lost our mind? I come back to the very simple ethos of India. The simple ethos of India is.
Looks like we are jinxed again. Savio's connection.
I'm there.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No,
yeah.
Not the connection is one. Some people, they keep calling and they don't realize when you cut the line that you are not supposed to call back. So they keep calling, and and that's the reason why. Some people don't have manners, unfortunately. I've got 3 calls in the last 30 seconds, and I've cut all those calls. Nevertheless, the point is, Are we to allow this to continue? Or are we going to realize what is Manipur? Manipur is a situation of different blocks of conflicts. The people of the valley, the people of the hill. The people of the hills have certain aspirations, the people of the valley have certain aspirations. The people of the hills have been infiltrated by people from outside of India. The people of the valley believe that these people on the outside, the immigrants that have come in, especially from Myanmar, are creating the conflict over there. The people from the hills believe that the people of the valley have got extreme government support. They are creating a situation that it is a Hindu-dominated government, therefore they're getting a lot of support. And the people of the hills, the Kukis and the Nagas, who are mostly Christians, are creating a narrative that the Christians are in danger. But you know the truth? They are not in danger because they are Christians or Hindus. They are in danger because they are Kukis and Maitis. And they are fighting against each other. Their religion is secondary in this fight. The fact that they are tribals and they belong to a particular tribe is the actual fight.
You made a good point, because a guest on my show yesterday had said that both tribes, students come to, say, colleges in Chennai, for example, and there they pick fights among these two along the tribe lines.
Yes.
So
this
is, yeah, you are getting, brainwashed at a very young age. Unfortunate. India has a lot of possibilities, and Modi has really done a great job opening up the Northeast to the rest of the world. You have very good connectivity now. From Tripura, you can use broad gauge train and go all the way up to New Delhi. A lot of things are happening, guys. Make use of that.
That's
Become rich.
true.
Become prosperous. Go ahead, sir.
You see, the problem is, it is not, I'm saying it again, it's not a religious conflict. The conflict is a tribal conflict between the Kukis and the Maitis. And then you have the Nagas who are watching and not paying much of a fight right now. I wonder when they're going to get into it, and I pray they don't. The point is, at the end of the day, the intent outside of Manipur is to create a situation of communal conflict in India, and that's not the reality. Yes, churches were burned, but there were temples also burned and destroyed. A mob knows no religion, it just knows an ideology that they fight over. When Archbishop Dominic Lumion actually brought out his fact-finding report, it was shocking, but there was also the other side. So it's not Hindus and it's not Christians. Let's correct ourselves. It is the Kukis and the Maitis that have been fighting for long, decades. It has been dormant. Somebody's gone and stirred it up. And that's what the investigation needs to find out. The investigation needs to find out, and the government must do that. The center must ensure that all 900 of them in the mob have to be identified and brought to justice. Not only the 4 that have been arrested. All other cases which are Kukis and Maitis, the women have been raped, or violence has occurred on men, needs to be investigated, and those culprits, the perpetrators, must be brought to justice. There is no mercy to such behavior. I'm sorry, I don't have a heart for people in a mob that behave like diabolic demons. They need to be shot. That is our cultural ethos, that we don't protect people who rape women. They need to be picked up, they need to be stripped, and they need to be shot. Exactly the way they did it with those women. I'm not a violent guy, but in my blood, there is the blood of India in us, the warriors in us. Don't provoke. Don't try to provoke Indian men to protect their women. We will come out and protect them. And you won't like it then. That's the hate. That's you see the hate amongst the people, the disappointment. They're so disappointed. They don't know which way to look. I am disappointed. And I'm saying this, and I've said it as a BJP leader as well. Biren Singh must be made accountable. But if Biren Singh is made accountable, then Mamata Banerjee must be also. Ashok Gehlot must also be made accountable. Every single chief minister of a state where there is violence and sexual abuse against women must be made accountable.
As Savio tackles his phone, we have a few more minutes left, and I'd like to tell our viewers, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe. And Savio, maybe you can wrap up this thing with the concluding remark. What we really need to do going forward. Go ahead.
My concluding remark, Shri, is that I just want to earnestly appeal to every single Indian that please open your eyes to the fact that you're an Indian first, and over and above that, you're a human first. You're not BJP, you're not Congress, you're not for Manipur, you're not against Manipur, you're not for the Kukis, you're not for the 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙀𝘀, you're not for the Nagas, you're not there because some political leader told you to take out a protest and be there, to come to a Azad Maidan like they did in Goa and shave your head to prove solidarity with the horrors of Manipur. You want to show solidarity with the people of Manipur, go to Manipur. Go and sit and talk sense into those people. This is our land, this is our country, this is the land of Shakti. We call her Ma Bharati. Bharat Mata, this is the mother. How can we forget that? Yes, it's really hurting, Shri. I just hope that the people of India wake up to the monstrosity that we are doing to our women in such cases. Your hate for whatever ideology you have does not give you a right to do that to a woman. So I pray that we open our eyes and stand up with the women of Manipur, across tribes, across religion, who have been sexually violated because of that conflict. To stand up with our women in Bengal who have been sexually violated because one political party thinks they have the right to suppress another political party. That's what you stand up for. You stand up for the truth of what is happening, not because a political party does it or because you are of a religious ideology. Yesterday, there was a priest, Catholic priest, caught for molesting a minor girl, sexually abusing a minor girl in Karnataka. Will the Christian community come out now, as they have, for what is happening in Manipur and condemn this gentleman who should not even be called a priest for luring a young girl into love and then sexually abusing her? Have we lost our rights, sensibility? Mother India is weeping. That's my only message to you.
Thank you, Savio. I think he summarized it very succinctly. We are human beings first, then we are Indians. We are everything else lot lower. This is a priority. This is how we should be looking at life. Savio, thank you very much. That was very heartfelt, came from the heart, and it's very, very poignant, and it is a message that is the need of the hour. I hope many of you watch it. And viewers, if you have a chance, please share this video. Savio is a very intellectual thinker, and I admire him for that. And we just decided about half an hour ago that we will go live with this because we wanted to give this perspective. We have to think like human beings first. That's the most important thing we need to do. Thank you so much, Savio. Namaskar.
Namaskar.